I um I came across an article on theguardian.com where it's basically an article about bodyguarding, like hip hop artists or whatever. And they interviewed you, and there was a quote that's kind of like the first thing in the article. And what it says is, "My biggest regret is being the one responsible for not saving Tupac's life," says Reggie Wright Jr., former head of security.
I said, what? Damn, I'll be talking. Damn. Well, you know what? There's some truth to that. And I did read the article. I swear to God, on my mama, I ain't read that article. Didn't know that it came out. I do kind of remember doing something. Somebody called me and said, "Man, we want to do stuff on all the most popular bodyguards in hip hop." So they said, "Of course, we got to have you, Reggie, right? And we're gonna start it off with you." They know how to play the Reggie Eagle, right? Only thing I can think that I meant by that, and I'll say that to this day, because I was so much worried about one of Suge Knight's other entities, meaning the nightclub, and didn't worry about the safety. The only thing I can think of that I meant by that, and I would say that, is I was so much worried about the Club 662, which was a Suge Knight entity, because I was over all the Suge stuff, not just his bodyguards and all of that and all of that. You know, I had a lot of hats back then. And I was worried about making sure the club was right and we were going to get that permit that particular night. And everything was on point, because we did have some issues at prior fights with crowd control. And I was very disappointed with the people that I had in charge. And so I went over there to make sure that that was on point. But I think my taking on that would be, if I was there, because trust me, I know a lot of you dudes in the YouTube world and live in other states and younger and all that, be like, "Oh, fuck Reggie. Reggie's this fat motherfucker." Yeah, I'm all of that. I was a little bit less, about half of what I am now. But back then, well, maybe not half, but maybe three quarters. A quarter, I mean. But if Reggie Wright would have been there, Keith Davis, Orlando Anderson, none of those motherfuckers would have did what they did. Because they would have saw him and been like, "Reg is there." And I'm not saying because of Reggie. I'm talking about the position that Reggie had at that time and the respect that he had in the streets of LA County at that time. They wouldn't have did that shit then. They would have been like, "Oh, Reg there, Reg was there, Reg with him." Or I would have went over there and talked to those niggas like, "Hey, man, sorry, this has happened. We'll deal with this later. Y'all move on. You know, keep going." And that's how it would have went down. I really, truly believe. And if y'all see how anybody from Compton talk and respect, especially because of who I'm related to and all of that, it wouldn't have went that way. Guarantee y'all that. So whenever I say something like, "I wish I was there," why I probably was there was because of the reputation that Reggie Sr. and I and the people that we were cool with on our police department had made in the streets, to where that shit wouldn't have happened that particular night. Now, you talking to a person that believes from his Bible that Tupac Shakur was going to die September the 13th. When he was born, once he came out of his mama's womb, God knew that that was going to happen that particular day. That's what I believe. Can't change me. How? He may have died some other way. But that's definitely what I believe. And you'll never change me on that. So y'all go and check out the article. Research it, read it. It's from some top-notch bodyguards, I guess. And see what y'all think about that. And man, check it out. But whenever y'all hear me say, "I wish I was there," or "I wish this," it wasn't because of nothing other than I really believe they would have stand down if they would have saw me in that entourage. Can't tell me, can't tell me any otherwise. And that's not me being cocky or ego or anything like that. That's just being how it was back in the 90s for whatever reason. And I contribute to my relationship with Reggie Wright Sr. and the respect that he had developed over his career with guys and people.